what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the USC Trojans, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will put total leather and will get started. Fair catch called for and made. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these times.
And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Miami.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll call for the fair catch here. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. He's going to pass. He's right on target. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
The Trojans will snap it on first and 10. Back to the air one more time. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he made the extra point without problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. Running with power. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, an important part of the Canes tradition.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Carr. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. 3rd down play from the gun. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, going to the air. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. Turns it on at midfield. Open runway ahead. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the ball is intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The lone back's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Coming after it. And that ball is picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to get one down to the 15.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Trojans. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UAB. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the right side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Finds the big tight end. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, K. The AT unit on the field.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point. Just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it. An incomplete pass.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running back goes in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's back to throw on second down. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Line gets set, first down. With jet sweep pass. Crosses the 30. Nothing but green ahead. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. Power football with the run. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Quick pass on the fly motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Canes will have it first and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's a pick. He threw it right into the double cover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll pull it down and run. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
To the ground, he's got it again. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide receiver shows motion. With the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Canes in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third down? That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that's a really good stop by this defense. Third down, they run the football, they're physical. You gave up some yards on the possession, so be it. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Looking to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
He finds his man. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's caught. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. He's got it down the right side. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's looking for a man on second down. Dances away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wide out in motion. To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third down, going up top. Looking for the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, USA 21, Miami 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Motion from the offense. takes the handoff, and he's going right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Just ran over it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now forcing the 4th down, decision time.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Escapes trouble. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a connection. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get 1st downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown Trojans! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure we're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on 1st down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Averill. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll line up to go for 2. Using the quick game. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an